What up? So, funny thing happened today here in the messy garage. Started off my morning, man, thinking, oh, sure do wish I could sleep in. Day after moonshiners, exhausted. Nope, gotta get up and go to work. But no, I thought about that before I left for moonshiners and took the day off on Monday. So I went into work this morning anyway, and boss told me I'm not supposed to be there, so I left. Now I'm back home in the messy garage. Figured I'd do some prop repair. Sorry, I forgot to show you before I got started, but it's coming along pretty smooth. A little lumpy there on the end, but doesn't matter. I'm just gonna chip it up again anyway. But not too bad. Repairing the old Falcons. Just delaminated from the river. Any of you guys that were out there at moonshiners know exactly what I'm talking about. And also, if anybody needs a new prop, I went ahead and invested in something because I think that brand's the best, at least for our money. For Foot Dragon, they're the best. They're the best. If you're gonna bust up a prop, why pay full price for it? So I think they're and they take a pretty good beating before they go. I don't think E-Prop can say that. They just can't take the licks. And I don't know about you all, but I'm not going to change my flying style because I chip or break a piece of equipment. That's why I'm doing it, is because it's fun. And as far as I'm concerned, it's the cost of doing business. If you want to fly and fly low and play around, you're going to chip up your stuff. It's just what's going to happen, especially when you keep it 1 inch off the ground and scrape the runway. Anyway, but on this repair, I decided to go ahead and use Bondo. Don't know how that's going to work or not. I usually just use baking soda and super glue, and it seems to hold up okay. But if you touch anything, like a blade of grass hits the super glue, it takes the little chip off. So it kind of looks like you never even repaired it after one flight if you're flying around low. Limitless ran flawlessly all week long, and even just to show you why I put my new prop on while I was there, because I delaminated the one that's out there drying in the paint the first hour at moonshiners. So I was like, and it was kind of flapping me, that fuzzy sound that it makes when you got a delaminated prop. So I went ahead and threw my new Falcon that I had on standby in there, and just going to show you here. I don't know if you can see it. But it's this one. This was like literally 10 minutes after I put this prop on. So, I know y'all know. Y'all were flying in the water. Everybody was foot dragging that water. So, exactly what I mean. If you're having fun, you're probably chipping props. If you're not chipping props, you're just telling people you're not chipping props and you're chipping props. And also, it was a lot of fun. The messy garage, went travel to moonshiners this weekend. I got to fix 3 carbs while I was there, and it was a pleasure. Well, and I also tuned a factory R. I'd never done that before. So, and it is a little bit different. You got to give it a little bit more gas. You can't have the same turns. So first I started leaning it out, thinking that maybe that was what was going on. And turns out it wasn't. And it definitely needed more gas. The other problem, I knew that a buddy of mine was from New Jersey. So I was like, hey, did you tune your motor when you got here? Or, did it just start acting up when you got here? Yep, sure did. Altitude. He's at sea level. Just a little bit more fuel, thing was popping off. So I'm honored. I'm glad I'm able to help y'all fix your stuff. I feel like I'm starting to get a hang of the carb thing. Getting pretty confident with it. And another thing, the short little screwdrivers. Maybe I shouldn't even be saying this one, but your short screwdrivers and things like that, You need like a screwdriver like this when you're working on your carburetor. You don't need a short one. Can't travel with it, but let's see, I got anything else? Anyway, Moonshiners was an absolute blast. We'll let you know how long this paint job lasts on the prop. It's just regular old enamel, like Rust-Oleum spray paint. So I find last time I took a whole lot of time painting a prop and really making it look nice, literally one flight, not even touching anything, just the force of the blade spinning around and cutting through the air, hitting moisture in the air, bugs, who knows what. Had all kinds of like little lines and stuff, and the paint started peeling off. So I don't go too fancy on painting props. I think it's not going to hold up. Really, it's just to keep the Bondo dry. That's the only reason why I'm painting it. Just decided to throw, and yellow is the only color I got, so that's why I'm using it. Anyway, it was unbelievably awesome hanging out with everybody at Moonshiners, and I'm literally counting down the days to next year. Literally. See these fancy new props? Next year when I come to Moonshiners, I will not have these. These will be broken probably in a month. So don't count on that. But I'll have new props for anybody looking for them next year at Moonshiners. And if you're in the market for a new FTB prop, I've got some 140s and 130s. And let me know. I'll mail it out to your way, or I'll have it. If you need one, come check me out at the at any fly-ins I'm at. Or if you're having any carb trouble, let me know. And, I get that carb cracking. Maybe hook a brother up a little bit, whatever. Not asking for anything. But I'll be in my tent if y'all need any help.